Okay, now let's see what are the 14 principles of management. Now, according to according to Henry Fayol, we have 14 principles. I created a small acronym like to remember easily what are those 14. DAD, UC, USSR, OIC. Now, D stands for division of labor, A stands for authority and responsibility, and D stands for discipline, and U stands for unit of command, and C stands for centralization, and U stands for unit of direction, and S stands for scalar chain, S stands for stability of tenure. Okay, so to make more easily to remember, we have done this as well. Now, let's go detailing about what are the meaning of this. Why do we have these 14 principles? You don't even believe that after this 1946, before it has been discussed by, it was given by Fayol. Okay. Now he says that Fayol says that these 14 principles till today's date, after this 100 years back also, still we are using these 14 principles in today existing. So that need of it is, that important it is, irrespective of the organization, we today you can also relate some examples in the organization. So what are those detailing? Now, roughly, I'll tell you within 2 minutes, then we go detailing about each and everything. Now, what is this division of work? Now, who, what, when, where, and how? Okay. So, simple division of work means who has to do what, when, where, and how. All this will be discussed detailedly in division of work. Who has to do, where he has to do, and how he has to do all this division of work. Authority and responsibility, every person should have some authority as well as responsibility simultaneously follows. When you are authorized person, definitely you are a responsible person. Then discipline, unit of this word is, I don't think so you need much explanation for it. Unit of command, unit of direction. Let's go detail about. First one, division of work. What is this division of work? So, dividing the work according to the need, wants, capability of the worker. The objective of division of work is to derive the benefits from the principles of specialization, which can be applied not only in technical work but in all other work as well. Workers should be divided among individuals and groups to ensure that works are attained and forced on special protection of tasks. So, Fayol says that yes, the work should be divided according to the specialization of the worker, according to the group of the worker, according to the team of the worker. Then only he can give his best. Fayol presented work specialization as the best way to use the human resources of the organization. When employees are specialized, output can increase because they become increasingly skilled and talented or offensed. Okay, so when you are skilled, suppose say you are skilled at packing, and so either putting in a packing department or either putting in a marketing department or a sales department, now you have been placed in production department where you don't have much knowledge of it, where you are not skilled person of it. Then you, I can expect you 100% from there? No. If I place you in a right place in a right job like efficiency scalar change, then I can definitely say that you give your best. Okay, so where you can improve more your skills, where you can improve your efficiency, where you can improve your potentiality. Okay, that is known as division of work. Next, authority and responsibility. Who should be authorized, why should be authorized, and why should have been responsible? Failure says that every worker in the organization, somehow or other, he should be responsible with something. He should be authorized to something. He should be capability of answering to someone. So, authority and responsibility are related with the later arising from the former. An ideal manager is expected to have official authority arising from official position as well as is hindered person's authority. Authority was defined by Fayol as the right to give orders and the power of extract obediences. Means the manager is having powers to assign some work as well as to guide them, to motivate them, to listen to them, to communicate all these things. Why he is having such things? When he is an authorized person. Fayol has the right to give orders and the power to extend obedience. Personal responsibility involves being accountable, and he is therefore naturally associated with authority. Managers must have the authority to give orders, but they must also keep in the mind that with authority comes responsibility. When you are assigning some work, when you are guiding someone, when you are monitoring someone, when you are bossing someone, at the same time, you should also be responsible enough to obtain, to adapt those authority. Okay. So Fayal says that whenever in an organization, when the organization is having an authorized person, the responsibility follows. Next is discipline. Now we say that army force or army people will be disciplined. It is so discipline and hard work follows by success. So, same wise, in an organization, when you are a disciplined person, then there is an 100% assurance that your output will be well good, well mannered. A successful organization requires the common efforts of workers. Penalties should be applied judicially to encourage these common efforts. Discipline is what the leaders make it through the observance of the agreements, because agreements spell out to formalities to disciplines. Three requisites of disciplines are important. So what is this requisite? Requisites means whatever the like say suppose mm, good supervision or understanding, communicating, all this comes under requisites, means requirements. Okay, all your requirements should be there. What are the requisites? Good supervision at all the levels, clear and fair agreement, and judiciary applications of penalties of sanctioning. Means if I am doing some hard work, if my hard work is not paid off enough, which I am not satisfied, then whatever the resources might I am having, I am not going to give my 100%. If I am a disciplined person, means this level of employees are earning this scale of salaries. This people will having this scale. This people will having this scale. There is a uniformity of the thing. Then the discipline follows. Okay. And the fourth one is unit of command. And these principles require that an employee should receive orders from one superior only. So, unit of command means one order should be received by one superior. Suppose say I am a team lead, I am a worker. Suppose say I am an employee in the organization, and every department have a team leader. And every team leader comes to me and some assign some works. And I'm in a confused. I cannot refuse anyone. But whom should I do first? And how should I do first? Like all this miscommunications or mispresentation I may be having. But I should be clear enough who is my superior or whom I should assign my work or whom I should submit all those things or whom I am answerable. If I am clear enough where I am getting my commands, where I am to obeying or how should I obey, then there is no miscommunications. Fayol says that yes, dual commands weaken voices in the convenience. Okay, you have to receive one order from one command from one person only. Since authority is undermined, disciplinary is jeopardized, order disturbed, and stability treated. Means whatever the problems you are having, whatever the commands you are getting, you should be given by a single person. One man, one command, one person. Not is like everyone comes to you and say whatever they want to do, or they are forcing you to do whatever they likes to do, you be done. No, that cannot be. Cluttery of commands cannot be happened. One instructions or one command should be given by a single person to the member. Unit of direction. Why? If you understand this unit of command, unit of direction is also same. So, means while unit of direction is concerned with the functioning of the body corporated, a unity of command is only concentrated with the functioning of the personnel at all levels. For the accomplishment of a group or activities having the same objective, there should be one head and one plan. A body with two heads is in the social as in the animal spares a monster and are difficult to surviving. Means suppose every department has one head, one plan, one man. As well as in every organization or in a team, you should have only one team leader. If you have two team leaders, two will be directing differently, or two will be saying different commands, different directions to accomplish objective. Then it will become very difficult for all the remaining employees or the team members to understand it, to go according to the flow. So whom should I listen, how should I listen? So it is very difficult. Taylor so, Fayol says that a man should have one head, one man. If he is having two heads like animals or even thing, it will be like a monster. Okay. So unit of command and unit of directions will be with one man, one directions. Next one, subordination of individual interest to general interest. Means the interest of one person should not be take priority over the interest of organization. Means I have to consider your interest as the utmost priority. I cannot force you. I cannot enhance you. I cannot uh, put my interest on your interest. That I cannot do. Common interest must prevail over individual interest. But some factors like ambition, laziness, weakness, and other tend to reduce the importance of general interest. Okay, not everyone, but some factories are there, they're still existing, where they doesn't see the interest of the people. Like in movies we may be seeing, they forcefully make people to work for their organizations. They get their 100% objectives, they try to force to get their objectives. All this comes under individual interest. So we have to see whether you are interested to work in an organization. Are you satisfied in the organization? Whatever the remuneration I'm paying, if you are satisfied, then you are going to get a lesson. Remuneration of the personnel. Remuneration means money. If you are happy with whatever the amount I am paying for your hard work, then definitely you will be giving 100%. As the price of the services rendered, remuneration should be fair and satisfactory to both the parties. Many variables such as cost of living, supply of qualities, personal, general businesses conditions, and success of the business should be considered in determining a worker's rate to pay. So, when your hard work is paid off, the cost of living, everything should be taken into consideration, or the norms of the government might be, or the norms of the employees, consumers might be, sorry, the norms of the workers might be, has to be followed. So, if you follow those activities, then the rules and regulations will be obtained, means will be followed. Worker satisfaction. Next, remuneration. All the remuneration should be fair, competitive for the workers. So just now we discussed centralization and decentralization. Now, what is this word centralization and decentralization? Centralization means a single person should have a command of decision making from a person. I cannot say that all the people, whoever it wants, whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do, they can take decisions. No, that is not centralization. It is called decentralization. A single command, a decision making, or the objective setting should be done by a single person or a group of persons is known as centralization. The degree of centralization or decentralization depends upon the nature of the organization. Centralization refers to the decision making by the top management, while decentralization allows the lower level of making decisions. Fayol says that, please remember, Fayol says that there is a need to balance subordinate involvement through decentralization, which managers with managers, retention or failure of authority to centralization. Means, suppose a manager should have that power, guts to be solving all the problems of the workers. If he is solving all the problems, then there is no matter of decentralization. He has all the powers to take the decisions. But when it comes to some organization where they have liberty to take their own decisions, but under the supervision, under the guidance of the manager should be happen. Okay? Without his manager interference, the decisions cannot be taken. Now, next is scalar chain. Very, very important. What is the scalar chain? Scalar chain is all about the levels of management. So, scalar chain, to remember, the communication flows from top level to the ground level, vice versa from ground level to the top level. Suppose I am an employee in the organization. If I need a leave for one day, say tomorrow I need a sick leave, whom should I inform? I should call the CEO of the company. Sir, tomorrow I'm not going to be come to organization. Please grant me permission to take a leave. No, I should do that. No. So what should I do? Whom should I call? I call my supervisor. Okay? I call, say suppose it's me. If I need a job, I need a leave, what I do? I communicate to my superior. Communi- Superior duty is to communicate to the top level or the superior to him. Same wise, whenever scalar chain is an organization, clear line of authority from the top level to the lower level communication should follow the chain system by passing the emergency. To suppose one department is here and the other department is here, it is a production department and it is a sales department. When two departments are communicating mutually to transform some information or to say some words, anything, two levels at the same thing are communicating is known as gangplank. Okay? Fayol says that organization should have a scale of authority and communication that runs from the top to the bottom and should be followed by the managers and subordinates and vice versa. What is scalar chain? A scalar chain means communication of information from the top level to the ground level to the top level. Now, what is order? A place for everything and everything in its place. Please remember what is this order? Order means a place for everything and everything in its place. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. Both material and human resources should be well organized to ensure efficiency. Means who has to do, who has to, what they has to do should be placed enough clearly. If suppose I am doing my job, what is my job place, what is my job work, whom I should assign, whom I should submit, whom I should be a superior, whom I should be a subordinate, everything should be very clearly. Same wise, people and material must be suitable places at appropriate time for maximum efficiency. Somewhere you are sitting and somewhere the other manager is sitting. I have any some doubts or clarification or thing. I have to wait for his turn. No, that cannot be happen. Order means a place for everything and everything in its place. Next, equity. What is this word equity? Simple. Equity means a manager should be kind and fair to their subordinate. he should treat, there is no partiality or there is no bias, there is no preference, there is no indifference between employees. So the gender bias might be, or the might be salaries, or might be the levels, or might be the departments. The differences should not be there. That is known as equality. Managers should be kind and fair to their subordinates. Equity forecasts loyal and commitment among employees. Good sense and experience are needed to ensure fairness to all the employees, who should be treated as fair as possible according to the FIRE. So, FIRE says that every person in the organization, irrespective of his position, should be treated equally, even though he might be a CEO of the company, or even though he is a watchman of the company, he should be treated with equal respect, equal designation of it. Okay, that is known as equity. Stability of tenure of personnel. Higher employees turnover is determined to organization efficiency. The stability of tenure allows employees to gain experience and improve performance. Employees turnover should be minimized to maintain organization efficiency according to the FIOL. So FIOL says that yes, no doubt you require more efficiency employment. At the same time, you should have this tenure of 60 years of retirement or 45, 50 years of retirement, so that you give the more youngsters to give chance for to their work their efficiency. Say suppose I am been working in an organization from past 20 years, and if according to my organization norms, my service is only 30 years of service. Definitely, I have to retire after 30 years. Why? Because once I have been moved on, or once I have been retired, the new worker or the new youngster will be placed in my position with his new ideology, new methods, new techniques. We can gain the organization efficiency. That is known as stability of tenure of personnel. Like example, like sounds small to remember retirement. Okay. Next, initiative. Employees should be encouraged to take initiative on contribution ideas. This proves engagement involves and overall performance. Workers should be encouraged to develop and carry out these plans for improving according to the FIRE. So, FIRE says that yes, I should encourage my employees in decision making to explore, to explain according to their ideas, do methodology, do strategies. First, I have to listen to the ideas, what they are saying, and what are the efficiency thing, and then I have to think of it whether it will be suitable to us or not, whether we can accomplish our objective or not, whether it will be helpful to innovative organizations for new methods, new techniques or not. That is called initiative. And the last one, very important to remember, esprit de corps. Esprit de corps means forecasting team spirit. Simple to remember, unit strength means strength. Esprit de corps means forecasting team spirit and unit within the organization. Managers should promote harmony and cooperative among employees. So, managers' duty to see whether everyone are working as a team or not. Everyone are coordinating to each other or not. Anyone are having any misconception or miscommunication or not. To forecast team spirit, a manager should replace I will, I with we. So, a manager's duty is to see whether everyone has to say it is not I job, it is not I think, I am doing, I have to do, I am. No, we have to work together. So, manager's duty is to replace I with we with this. This will create a spirit of mutual trust and belonging among team members. It will also minimize the need of a penalties. So this in India we don't have this system, but according to FIOL says that We have to overcome all your pros and cons to accept a good communication.